and I got my crew back because I didn't have my crew last week, so I'm happy to get my crew back. I got the man, the myth, the reality, and the revolutionary Q Flow the rookie.
What's going on, everybody? We are here. We back fresh out the chamber, man. Fresh out the chamber.
I know, man. Y'all was drawing sixes. Y'all coming out last. Also, my baby Diaz, not Diaz, it's a prime time.
What's up?
We doing good. We had to roll to WrestleMania here for Elimination Chamber, and I have to say WWE did not really pack too much of a card. We only had like a 5.5 match card, which even changed after me and Prime did our predictions already. And I was just like, oh damn, something happened to Keith Lee. I don't know what the report is with Keith Lee. Apparently, people were saying that he was questionable, like a sports guy. And I was like, what's the problem? Is he still suffering from an injury? Does he have COVID? Is he still suffering from COVID? He's a big guy. It's not like him. I don't know what the problem is. But Keith Lee was just not in that triple threat match. So we had to have a impromptu triple threat match on the pre-show, and the winner will be added to the match for the United States Championship later on that night with Bobby Lashley and Riddle. So with that matchup, which I didn't even know was a pre-show, I didn't know was gonna happen. We had John Morrison taking on Elias and Mustafa Ali. I'm like, maybe is that why QU Ricochet? Oh, it's a fatal four-way, or and Ricochet. And the winner was going to be added to the matchup. So I didn't see it, but I did see that John Morrison won the matchup. So
can I say, because I ain't see it neither, but can I say Ricochet drop kicked the living daylights out of Mustafa Ali. Did y'all see that when they showed the highlights before the match? Before the triple threat?
No, the whole I did. I missed that one. I really missed that one.
They showed the highlight. All you see is Ricochet darted and drop kicked the hell out of Mustafa Ali. I was like, God, you don't see too many drop kicks like that, man. It was hilarious to say the least.
No, okay. I think Ali probably should have won just for his character, what he be doing.
I mean, yeah, I would make sure he won, but they probably would have had him lose. Unfortunately, because we already seen what was going to happen with when we get there.
Like I said, I would have had him won the whole thing.
The whole thing. So we kick off the night with the Smackdown Elimination Chamber. So I was just like, well, no surprises here. So we're going to just kick off this matchup. We have Dan Bryan taking on Jey Uso, Kevin Owens, King Corbin, Sami Zayn, and Cesaro. So the ones that are in the chambers is Sami Zayn, King Corbin, Jey Uso, and Kevin Owens. I don't know if they enhanced the microphones when it came to them inside the chambers or not, because I can hear them all talking all clear and talk to them as they're going by and stuff like that. So we start the match with Dan Bryan and Cesaro. So they are getting very, very into the matchup. A lot of grabbing, a lot of holds, working on Dan Bryan's knee so he can't do the running knee at all. And then we have coming in number 3, we have King Corbin. And I mean, I don't know, maybe it's just me, but when King Corbin gets into the match, it's just instantly a snooze fest.
That's every match, though.
I know. I was just saying, bored the shit. Because he slowed this. I was like, why are we moving so slow in this Elimination Chamber match, though? I mean, it just slowed everything down. After King Corbin came out, it was Sami Zayn that came out. Then after Sami Zayn, we have Kevin Owens. There was a little bit of an alliance that Sami Zayn was trying to do with Kevin Owens, saying that, they're not like us and we can go back. We have history together. But Kevin Owens turns on him. There's a point where
he beat him up on SmackDown
as usual.
Exactly. But before Kevin Owens gets in there, Corbin is eliminated by Cesaro after he gives him the big swing and then the sharpshooter. The first time I ever seen somebody tap out from that. But
it's been done before. It's been done before.
Oh, was that I did before?
Yeah, that used to be like his combo because
what is his finisher?
The neutralizer.
The neutralizer. Which is
it's that little pump.
It's kind of like what Riddle does, but reversed.
Okay.
Yeah. So
don't compare this man to Riddle.
Wait, hold on. Now we ain't gonna act like Riddle not good though. I'm just saying he ain't been booked right, but he's
not.
He was booked right tonight apparently, but we'll get there.
So there's Sami Zayn is like climbing across the cage, trying to get away. I forgot who he's gonna get away from. He gets knocked off the cage. We get a couple spots like that. Kevin Owens goes up the top of the chamber. There's a moonsault onto. I hate the pile-up spot, and they will find a way to keep doing this stuff in this match, and of course the next match. I think maybe if everybody looked more surprised, I wouldn't care. But them just waiting to catch somebody bothers me. It's just truly to sit there waiting to catch somebody. Me personally, move. He splats. I cover him. He's eliminated. We moving on.
Right.
That would be kind of the smart way to do it. But Sami Zayn.
Oh, so you must love when Miz and Taker do it then, and they catch.
Oh,
somebody.
I can't stand. I can't. Well, Miz can't catch. It so I guess Taker. If he ain't carrying no knives in the back with you, he ain't gonna catch you. So we don't necessarily know. Sami Zayn eats a stunner, so Sami's eliminated, which brings us down to Owens. Jey Uso comes out last, Cesaro and Daniel Bryan. So I was really pushing. I was actually thinking about, hey, Prime may be right here and having Cesaro be the one to actually go and.
You know what was funny?
It
was just me like listening to this at work, and apparently, I guess KO was giving everybody a cannonball.
Yeah.
So they kept yelling cannon, cannon, and the only thing I could think of was Jeffrey from Fresh Prince. Cannons to the left of him, cannons to the right. I'm like, yo, stop yelling cannon. We see
Michael Cole be into that stuff.
Yeah, right.
There's a moment where Kevin Owens is, as the referees open the door, Kevin Owens' arm is between the door, and Jey Uso slams his arm into the door, so it's trapped into the door, and he's just going like Young Buck Super Kick City.
I like that.
Kevin Owens, he can't get out.
I like that a lot.
He rolls to the ring, and then Jey Uso does a frog splash, and I was just like, oh, every color man got to do frog splashes now. Just let Montez have his. But anyway,
no, they did. Now they did it, but they definitely did it before him.
Doing that.
It was doing Uso splashes.
What's the difference? So it's the same thing.
What's the difference?
Man, he put on trigger, but he splashes KO. KO's eliminated. I'm like, well, damn, I wasn't expecting that one. So I was like, maybe it is going to be Cesaro, and it isn't, because actually next up, Uso does the same thing with a splash to Cesaro, and Cesaro is eliminated. So now we're down to
clean the house. I'm like, where are we going with this?
I was kind of shocked with it too. So it's Jey Uso and Daniel Bryan left, but Daniel Bryan goes on and puts the yes lock on Jey Uso, and then Uso escapes, running knee, and then Daniel Bryan wins the matchup. So there's no time to recuperate. Here comes Roman Reigns out with Paul Heyman, and he comes down to the ring like, we're gonna have this match right now. And I was like, all right, so there's nothing special. I don't know what I was expecting, but I was just like, okay, well, they're going to do this right now. And then we get into the ring. Roman goes for the spear. Daniel Bryan turns to a yes lock, but then Roman powers out of it, just beats Daniel Bryan down, beats him to like a pole. They puts the sleeper onto him, and that was it. And I was like,
I told you it wasn't going to be no long match. I'm like, you act like it's going to be a 15-minute.
Yeah, but that was a waste of Daniel Bryan, though.
That was. They could have just had Jimmy win the whole. They could just have Jimmy win the whole thing and he just like tap out or something.
Anybody was gonna win it was gonna be less than 5 minutes. I already knew that. So
yeah, I mean, cool. But even I would have get that 5 minutes to Cesaro then. Why not? Because you'll give a big title match in the future. Probably not.
But see. My thing is though, I feel like if Cesaro won, they was just gonna have Seth Rollins come out and mess it up, or have Seth Rollins beat the daylights out of him before Roman comes out.
Seth Rollins can't run that fast in that big leather suit that he was wearing on SmackDown.
You think he obviously gonna come out in that very nice fur coat that I like? And
you must have been watching. This man have been wearing leather suits.
Yeah, I know he's been wearing the suit, man.
That man wore the same suit.
Man, he gotta be distinguished. Your father now being distinguished.
No, I don't hear that. That's the same thing that Mike wore in the Dangerous performance, and that he just turned everything into leather. I was like, I swear I see Michael Jackson wear that, but just not in all that leather. But
so is this his third or second chamber that he won?
Who? Dan Bryan?
Yeah,
because he won versus Kofi, didn't he? Well, when it was the beginning of Kofi Mania, he won that.
And I don't know if he did one back in when he was like active.
To 2012 one, I'm not sure if he won that, but I know what you're talking about though. I gotta go back and look and see if he won it to 2012 because that era of wrestling, I was just like, so on that guy.
If he won, he probably got what tied for the most wins or almost really.
Well, he got the most
between him and Triple H, right? Because Triple H won 2 of them. Triple H won 3 of them, didn't he?
Well, they could be tied. I don't know. We have to go and look.
Okay. So that was basically it. But then afterwards, we get Edge comes out, spears Roman Reigns, points at the sign. Well, WrestleMania match confirmed. Here come the fireworks.
They better not book this as a spear versus spear match. I swear to God,
what else do you look at?
Do not market this as a spear versus spear. You know they had the nerve. WWE had the nerve to ask who got the best spear.
Look, I already agree with you. Who got the best spear? But however, how is they're going to market it because that's how Edge took them out.
The ultimate opportunist versus the tribal chief. I don't know.
If he was the ultimate opportunist, he would have waited till he would change his mind later because it's easier for him to win.
Especially with the results we got at the end of the night. But
yes, that would be the very easiest way to go.
Which I got another theory about that, but real quick, so tell me your thoughts on the opening chamber, the Roman Reigns matchup afterwards. How'd you guys like it as a match?
It was cool.
I enjoyed it. It was cool.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, I had to go back and watch it over because I was like really at work. I was getting no signal.
I was just shocked at how long that match was, though. Like, because I was at work during this whole pay-per-view, honestly. And I'm like 4 stops in, and I'm like, yo, this match is still going. Like, so I was just shocked at how long the match was, but altogether, I liked it.
Yeah, it was pretty solid. I wanted the best chambers, but you got to showcase a lot. A lot. They do a lack of chamber spots these days now that I miss. Going through the plexiglass doors, jumping off the pod that makes sense. Falling on the floor, stuff like that. They do a lot less chamber spots, but hey.
Triple H won 4 chamber matches. 2003, 2005, 2008, 2009.
Right, who's in second, if you know?
It might be
4. Good lord.
Yeah, right. It doesn't say.
I don't know. Taker only won 1 of them, right?
Maybe actually.
The one where they had MVP.
Taker won 1, Bobby won 1, Cena won 1. Yeah, it doesn't say who got the second most, so it might be Daniel Bryan.
Oh, okay. So we move on to the triple threat match now for United States Championship. Riddle taking on John Morrison, taking on Bobby Lashley. In the beginning, Bobby's whooping these guys' ass.
Yo, this was a different type of Bobby, and I'm here for it. I'm here for it.
John Morrison tried to go for the kick on the outside. He blocked it, knocked him off and everything. And Riddle comes and tries to charge him. He gave him a standing belly to belly. I'm like, Lashley looking extremely strong.
He looking too strong. I'm like, nah, he too strong for this match, man.
Yeah, it was like literally to the point where they actually had to, go out on the outside. But look, hold on, let's team up to get this motherfucker down. All right. And then we can see who can win.
Here comes the revolution. Here comes the revolutionary. Why they jump my man on Black History Month?
Well, the way he was saying, they was the ones getting jumped. So
yeah, right.
Eventually, so then Morrison dives to the outside, knocks down Bobby. Then Riddle does his little flying bro to the outside. So now the momentum of the match is now changing. But we go back to the inside, and then MVP is on a crutch. on the outside.
Yeah, he got hurt last week.
Yeah, and you called that, by the way, Prime, with him getting hurt. You like something wrong with his knee, and I was like, I don't know, but yeah, you called that one. So he got hurt, and they it's like on the outside, Morrison is taunting him. So he grabs the crutch from MVP. I was like, oh man, don't hit the injured player. I was like, if he hit him, Bobby gonna snap. That's what I thought was gonna happen. But no, we get in there. Bobby blocks the crutch shot in the first place and puts Morrison into the hurt lock. So as he's in there, Matt Riddle grabs the crutch, breaks it over Bobby's back twice, knocks him outside the ring, and then Matt Riddle hits his finishing move, which I call it the forward falling tombstone. And Matt Riddle pins John Morrison and is the new United States champion. Bobby is pissed. He's pissed, like he's actually biting off his tape, his hand tape in the ring, because he's like very like, I don't want to go nowhere near that man right now. So your thoughts of them taking the championship off Bobby in this matchup and Bobby looking strong, and at this point, what y'all think was happening?
Bobby did not lose this match. All right, he was just there. He ain't lose this match. John Morrison lost this match.
He don't got the belt no more. So
yeah, listen, he was too strong for that belt. Yo, like I'm just sitting there watching. I'm like, yo, this is a different type of Lashley I'm seeing, man. He ain't need that belt no more, man. He did not need that belt anymore, man.
He didn't lose it to somebody that talk about Airbud and all that every day.
You said what?
You don't need to lose it to somebody that talk about watching Airbud all day and baking brownies and all this stuff he be doing.
Well, how do you feel about the problem of Matt Riddle is now your new United States champion?
Well,
it is what it is.
Yeah, that's my thoughts as well.
Okay,
but yeah, no, I wasn't I wasn't mad at Bobby Roode like getting the title taken away. Like, cause I'm just watching. I'm like, yo, they setting something crazy up, because this man is wilding right now. Like, he is wilding. And I'm like, yo, if he ain't squashed them by now, he's losing it, because he's beating the dog shit out of these two. I'm like, nah, there's something different happening.
I'm saying there's something bigger on the horizon.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is, but they got something bigger playing for him, because, I mean, look, he has been protected for months.
Right. And him bringing up, and look how, look, like the hurt lock still protected, in my opinion. They had to stop it with a weapon.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that move is still protected. He's talking about he want to get Keith Lee in the hurt business, which I think could probably, I don't know. I don't know how Keith Lee looks in a suit, but
yeah, I missed that part. So,
well, no, that was just a random interview.
Oh, okay.
That was just like people were like, it was just a random interview. I just happened to see the quote on Instagram, but but anyway, but besides, like, back to the match though, like he was just bugging out, and I'm like, nah, man, they set him up for something bigger. I need to see what's going on. So, well, obviously, I mean, we'll get there when we get there, but yeah, man, like we really should keep our eyes on Bobby. As long as they keep the hurt business intact, we should keep our eyes on Bobby.
I would say.
Do they still have the tag titles?
Yeah, they still got them.
Yeah, they do.
Okay.
I'm just about this right now.
When they're not fighting with each other.
If I'm Bobby, I'm slapping the shit out of both of them tomorrow. Like, yo, get it together.
Mm-hmm.
We about to do some bigger, serious shit. Get it together.
I think WWE's been seeing my my angry tweets about them potentially breaking up one of the best teams they've had in a while.
Yeah,
but then they keep another team together, and they got all the, well, not anymore after last week, but you know what I'm saying. Like, I'm like, nah, man, don't do this to a fire stable full of crazy talented black men. Like, don't break that team up, man.
Y'all need to get rid of Retribution. That's what they need to get rid of.
That's who they need to get rid of.
Next matchup, the tag team match for the Women's Tag Team Championships. Talk about a throwaway matchup. We have Sasha and Bianca Belair taking on Shayna Baszler and Nia Jax. So, honestly, it was a match. The match was mostly forgettable at most points. I mean, obviously, the only thing I would have said is if Sasha and Bianca won, it would have been nice to see them on NXT, going back to NXT, defending them and having a good match with Raquel Gonzalez and Dakota Kai. But I'm just like, they're not going to do that. They're not going to give me what I want on that front. And I'm like, okay. To me, the match was relatively boring. I mean, they tried to show Bianca's strength when she had it through Sasha on her. She called her, used her as a weapon type thing. But what I don't understand is, so she could pick up Otis, right?
I was about to say that.
Across the line, but she's having trouble with Nia Jax.
Is she bigger?
You think Nia Jax is over 330 pounds?
No. Nia Jax Otis is way heavier than Nia Jax.
I think because he's short and stocky and she's taller, you probably can't do the same thing.
I mean, it could have been, selling. I don't know what it could be. She could have been sandbagging her. I don't know necessarily whatever the case may be. It just came to my necessary attention. But then the sommelier, that's the word I was looking for prior to
the sommelier, yeah.
How could I think? I was thinking about Reginald comes down. And look, I told y'all he got a crush on Sasha, and he's gonna try to go over to Sasha, and he wanted to help her out, and he wanted to have the toast of the finest champagne when they won the match. Well, if they didn't win yet, so why are you coming down to the ring? So whatever the case may be.
Real quick, weren't they on Teams or something last week?
Yeah.
You
said, what was he on what?
Weren't they on Teams last week?
Yeah, because he pinned somebody, didn't
he? Yeah, he pinned Nia Jax. It was. I think they had that 6-man and women tag team match up on SmackDown, which I have not been reviewing Raw SmackDown in a while. I took a break from that, which I cover Smash. I plan on bringing it back up, but yeah, I haven't been bringing too many reviews out on that, so that's why. So trust me, I don't think nobody here misses it. So, but
there was also supposed to be an open challenge too that they just scrapped.
We talk about
for what?
Because there's like Lacey is not gonna be here, so we're gonna do an open challenge, and they announced it before the show, and they didn't do it.
Yeah, that's right. It was supposed to be a Raw Championship match between Lacey Evans and Asuka tonight. And
then it was like, all right, we're gonna have an open challenge, and then it never happened.
Did it happen on the pre-show?
No, it just never happened.
Wow.
So since
they are doing Asuka filthy,
Lacey is really pregnant, and in storyline she rode on Space Mountain. There's she can't. There's nothing that she can do. Look, I went back and watched the clip of Ric Flair talk about woo. I was like, bro, you 70-some years old. You happy to have another child?
Oldest ride, longest line.
How does it still work?
How's it still? I don't know. I don't think you can put batteries in.
Hey, man, jumping on is a lot easier than jumping
off.
I recently was watching that promo, man.
Oh, man.
Is that a Jay Lethal line from when they did things?
So,
here's my thing, though. Back to the match. Reginald, you need to stay out of black women business, all right? I'm tired of seeing you on I'm tired of seeing you on screen, my brother. Stay out of black women business.
He's going to team up with Sasha by WrestleMania. I'm trying to tell y'all that. He's teaming up with Sasha by WrestleMania. So what's going to happen? He comes out there with the white ball. He tells Sasha, hey, use the ball. She's like, I'm not going to do this. I'm like, hold on. You are the boss. And she is better as a heel. Like Stone Cold said on Broken Skull Session. She's better as a heel than is as a face. But she don't want to take it. And Nia blindsides her. Samoan drop. And they pinned the women's champion this close to WrestleMania, and I was like, that all of this was lazy.
Yeah.
All of this was lazy booking, lazy storytelling, lazy basically everything. This was just pure lazy. This is not because even last year,
this was a card filler. They could have did this on the pre-show, honestly.
It really is. I mean, they could have, but they had no undercard. Last year at Elimination Chamber, when it was here at Philly, they had 8 matches. Building up to WrestleMania, a different
last year.
Yeah, there was that was the last live show,
and we didn't go.
No, because honestly, we didn't. I know me and Chubbs didn't go because we heard about COVID. It wasn't big yet. It was like it was out there. We was like we want to be around all the people and worry about getting sick. So we said, we'll just hold off. We'll just wait to the next thing. And then at the next week, they COVID really hit and they shut everything. That's when the NBA shut down. And it's like, yo, this is
Okay.
Rudy Gobert.
Yeah, Rudy became the defensive player of the decade and shut the whole NBA down. So Bianca Belair is fucking original. So we're gonna see what it is on SmackDown, which probably lead to nothing. Then now, once again,
black women business, man.
It's time for the main event. Drew McIntyre defends his WWE Championship inside the Elimination Chamber against AJ Styles, Jeff Hardy, Randy Orton, and Kofi Kingston. Well, I was all the way wrong who's going to start this match. So, what fresh matchup that we haven't seen before starts this matchup? Because that's the cool thing about Elimination Chamber, right? So, it's like sometimes, we got new people in there. Hey, we can have Drew McIntyre and Kofi Kingston. They never really, did anything before, like as this new Drew McIntyre, obviously. Or we could do, how Drew McIntyre, Jeff Hardy started off and stuff like that. But I'm like, we go back to Drew and Randy Orton again.
You know it.
Again. And I said, oh my God. We got to start off with Drew and Randy Orton again. Well, that's what happens in the matchup. But before the matchup, I want to get into, we see MVP is talking to the Miz. Not audio, straight WWF Smackdown season mode style. Back when we used to play the old games, and then you just see a cut scene of somebody talking to somebody in the back, but you hear no audio, no context, no subtitles, and it just goes to blank. That's what it reminded me of. And I said, okay, I see where this may be going. So I was like, but as soon as I seen that image, I was like, oh, they're gonna do it. I know.
It's crazy. I didn't see that. So
you didn't see that?
No, I didn't see that. I thought because I and then when when we get there, but when what happened, I thought they had like a convo on Monday or something because I didn't see that.
Yeah, you saw it, Prime, didn't you?
I saw it, but I wasn't thinking like, oh, I was just like, oh, okay. I thought they like planning on something like to just beat up other people pretty much. Like I thought it was join together and then beat whoever up and then have what happened and then MVP can swindle his way into getting Lashley a match.
That's what I think is where it's going to go. But so Randy Orton and Drew McIntyre start off in just the boar fest. But when Randy Orton comes to the ring and then stand everybody down.
No, they didn't.
Huh?
No, they didn't. It was Randy and Jeff, wasn't it? McIntyre.
You're right.
Yeah, he came in. He was the first one out the pod.
I'm sorry, he's first out the pod. Jeff Hardy and which is still not a fresh match.
I'm about to say it's still not a fresh.
We just had that last week.
I'm about to say it's still not a fresh match, even though, like, God, I've seen Jeff and Randy Orton has history literally with everybody in this chamber. I mean, like a history.
Yo, Kofi Kingston was getting on my nerves. I see you flexing your quads. You're flexing your quads. God dang, those are good quads. I'm like, Kofi, shut up.
Yo, I was like, yo, bro, you really got to push the mute button. Right there. You really got to be, he had to be on like prime time level mute button right there. Because Kofi was, I was like, you really
shut up, right Kofi.
So, yes, you are right. Jeff Hardy was in there first. Drew McIntyre did come in next when it came to Randy Orton. After Drew McIntyre was Kofi Kingston. And then Randy Orton gets rolled up by Kofi Kingston. And we was like 9 minutes in. I was like, wait a minute. That was my biggest storyline going into this chamber.
I wanted what y'all talked about to happen, by the way. I wanted that to happen.
Return of the Fiend. I figured if it was going on the main event, that's what they were going to do. Return of the Fiend, Alexa Bliss, light show. No, he just gets rolled up by Kofi. I'm just like, that's it. Like I'm sitting there waiting. So he gets made. He RKO's Kofi Kingston. Then he RKO's Jeff Hardy, and then he kind of walks out. But then AJ Styles sees an opportunity, so he tells Almost, get him out of here, which I thought was cool. As Almost just rips plexiglass.
Brilliant.
Yeah, from the back, which I was like, maybe this sets up a way for Bray Wyatt to get in, but why? Because Randy Orton is leaving like now, and I was just like, what the fuck is going on? So Then as AJ's about to run in there, and then Randall just stares him down, just walks off. Like that's all it is. AJ comes in there, tries to pin Kofi. Kofi kicks out. Tries to pin Jeff Hardy.
That's
Jeff
the only
Hardy
thing that made me mad. Like they should have let him capitalize on that opportunity because that was smart. That
was smart.
That was smart. They should have let him get. They should have let him get a pin off of that.
But unfortunately, he didn't. And then now Sheamus comes in, and before Sheamus comes in, Drew McIntyre just starts wreaking havoc on Jeff Hardy, Kofi, and AJ Styles.
Here's the other thing that made me mad. Why was Adam Pearce so upset with almost? It's no disqualification, brother. It's an elimination chamber. He could have jumped in the match if he wanted to, honestly. Like
almost could crush this man. Like seriously, like he just looking down at Adam Pearce. I'm just like, yo, you can just like he's done. But
come on, man, grits and M&Ms, man. Grits and M&Ms.
So he can do that, and he can walk off. But no, he ends up going to the back. So Drew McIntyre is dominating, and he keeps staring down Sheamus after every action. He suplexes Kofi on the change and drops it to the floor. He has a real mean streak going in this matchup. Sheamus comes in as the final one, and then so the two friends start to brawl and everything. So we're down to the final five.
They definitely made sure 20 years of friendship. Yes, we heard y'all the 20th time. Like
man,
I wanted my suggestion to happen, honestly, but it didn't.
What was your suggestion?
Instantly coming in and getting kicked and losing.
Oh yeah,
I would have liked it. Like if he don't see Drew, he tries to go capitalize and blow cut out of nowhere. First, that would have been funny. And if they shot it just right, that would have been dope. But no, they didn't. So we get an exchange from once again everybody's fighting, and then we get a Tower of Doom spot, which is not comedy, a multi-man match. And as everybody gets up, who do we get on top of the chamber? We get Kofi, who's doing the free fall drop as they all sit there and wait to catch him. It just looks bad. Maybe if y'all not gonna stop it, take the camera off of them.
Yeah.
So they don't just look like they're waiting there like, come on, do it. Catch us.
Here's the part that made me pull my phone out while I was listening to this. I'm hearing Jeff Hardy's giving people multiple twists of fates. I'm like, wait, what? I'm like, first of all, he's still here?
Man, I had Jeff leaving first, and this man is still here.
All I'm hearing is twist of fate, twist of fate. I'm like, wait, what? He's giving multiple twist of fates? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Put him over there.
When Kingston gets up, him and Sheamus have a little exchange. It was the one-on-one, which I knew this was going to happen. He throws Kofi in the corner. He does his little go through the ropes drop kick, and then he tries to go springboard. Sheamus doesn't work. Sheamus bro kick out of nowhere, eliminates Kofi Kingston. Done. All right, that's cool. So then now Jeff Hardy going to get his stuff in. Jeff Hardy gives a twist of fate to AJ Styles, goes up on the pod, but turns the other way and gives a whisper in the wind off to Sheamus and Drew McIntyre. As AJ rolls to the other side, he goes and gives AJ a swanton. And as he gets up, gets a Claymore kick by Drew McIntyre. Drew McIntyre eliminates Jeff Hardy, but I was like, why not just roll over and pin AJ? Because AJ just got hit with a swanton. That's
we don't talk about. Oh no. We don't talk about AJ. He's an idiot. He's an idiot. We're going to talk about AJ.
Depending on what you're talking about, because AJ.
You know what I'm talking about. You know exactly what I'm talking about. We're going to get to
AJ. So now it's down to AJ, Sheamus, and Drew McIntyre. And AJ onto, I don't know if it was McIntyre or Sheamus, tries to go for a springboard 450, but doesn't get the rotation enough. So it kind of just does like a springboard swanton. I was like, oh, this just.
Yeah, he did that to McIntyre.
He did the McIntyre. Yeah. So as the match is going on, Sheamus, it looks like he's trying to set up for the white noise on Drew McIntyre, but then AJ out of nowhere has a phenomenal forearm on Sheamus and eliminates Sheamus.
Nope, that's not what happened. That's not what happened. Nope, that's not what happened. I knew he was going to get there. All right. What happened was Sheamus clean bro kick on Drew McIntyre, landed it and everything. Instead of letting Sheamus pin him, AJ went for the phenomenal forearm and pinned Sheamus. He's an idiot. You deserve to lose the match.
He could have instantly got up and pinned McIntyre as well.
He deserved to lose the match. You could have waited, let Sheamus pin the champion, and when he gets up, phenomenal forearm. When I saw that, I'm like, McIntyre's winning. We're good. McIntyre's winning.
That's what it's
He's
looking
an idiot.
like. And that's what happened because after the phenomenal forearm, AJ goes for another phenomenal forearm, and then McIntyre hits a Claymore kick as he coming down for the phenomenal forearm. That actually looked kind of hot. So I ain't gonna lie on that. And then he pins AJ. McIntyre retains the championship. And I'm like, so no Fiend or nothing like that. But what do we get? Here comes Lashley. Lashley comes out and starts beating the shit out of McIntyre. Just going on top, just wailing on him like this. He takes him to the outside. He just throws him across the barricade. He hit like 3 Lashley spears on him, puts him in the hurt lock, and gives him a full Nelson slam. And then here comes the Miz, Mr. Money in the Bank. He runs down. I'm just like, they're not going to do this, are they? Or is he going to be like, here's the belt to Bobby, the briefcase to Bobby, maybe? No, Bobby just walks out. Miz cashes in. He hits his DDT. McIntyre kicks out. I'm like, whoo, all right, McIntyre going to keep this then. And then he hits the Skull Crusher finale. And the Miz beats McIntyre. And the Miz is your new WWE champion. Really?
I mean, when would you have had him cash it in?
First of all, I think the Miz should have lost that briefcase back when John Morrison cashed in for him, and he lost, and then Adam Pearce gave it back to him. He should never got it back. I'm like, because nobody at this time wants to see the Miz as a champion. Back in 2011, it was like, okay, maybe somebody new, a fresh face, the whole different world thing. Nobody likes him, kind of thing like that. But he earned the respect. He made some changes, but not now. The Miz ain't been hot.
I think you're right. He's been goofy, but when he was serious on Monday, I think that's when they want to take him in the direction of when he was feuding with Dean Bryan on that Talking Smack episode. And they have that kind of Miz.
Yeah. But we don't have that right now. And I'm like, okay, so the only thing I can think to help get inside the situation, because you don't book to WrestleMania. You're not this close to WrestleMania and having Miz in the main event. Or just having him in a championship match at WrestleMania. Not happening. All right? Not happening. So my only guess is
what they said in 2011 for the main event.
That was one of the worst WrestleMania main events. But I think if you're going to talk to the Hurt Business, you're going to get Bobby to do that for you. That means Bobby get the first title shot,
or it'd be a triple threat.
But no Miz, no Miz. Like Fastlane's coming up, and like I my theory in my predictions was they want to have Drew win with the crowd. Okay, and I think this, you get the belt off of him and he wins it back at Mania so he can get the crowd reaction, the actual crowd reaction that he was due last year.
Right.
So right now though, Miz going into the WrestleMania, Miz and McIntyre don't sell worth of shit. But the way they were booking last year, I can see tomorrow on Raw that last night, all right, we the Hurt Business. We are a business. We helped you. It's kind of like, you paid the devil to do your due. Like, you got to pay up.
Mm-hmm.
The bill always comes due. So I can see tomorrow it being a championship match, Lashley versus the Miz, and the Miz being transitional champion, because they got the United States Championship off of last year already. But you give him the WWE Championship, and you have the Hurt Business walk around with that belt and the tag team titles, at least for a month.
That's what I was about to say. I don't want Lashley to have the belt unless I want them to get the same treatment Undisputed Era had. I want them to have all the belts.
I can see that, but right now the only one that'll be able to carry another belt is injured right now, which is MVP.
Yeah, that's what
championship. So he's not gonna go. He's not gonna go beat right now.
If they get another pickup.
Okay, so say if they do pick up Keith Lee and then have Keith Lee win and have MVP go to that manager role, then I'm with them.
Yeah, he'd be a Paul Ellery.
That would be dope. But like even just having Lashley have the belt for a month and then have Drew McIntyre take on Bobby Lashley at Mania and he wins the championship back in front of the crowd. That's cool with me. I mean, they booked Lashley very strong right now, and him having the belt for like from now in the end of February all the way into the damn near the end of April. That's 2 months. So I'll tell you this. So you could probably start with you. Your thoughts on Elimination Chamber and what you think is going to happen with the Miz, Hurt Business, and Drew McIntyre.
I thought this one was okay, but honestly, I don't think it was needed, but it's okay. But I don't agree with that. I think somehow, some way, he can find his way at Mania with the belt in a triple threat or something like that.
You think Miz is going to make it all the way to Mania with the belt?
It's possible.
It's possible. I mean, this man did cash in like 3 times.
Yeah, I was about to say, we talking about the guy who made the Intercontinental title look good since Jericho, so he might.
As long as he's serious, not the goofy one he's been doing recently, but the serious one from like that talking smack, then yeah, I can see that happening.
Okay. What about you, Q-Flow?
I thought it was a cool pay-per-view, kept me entertained.
Well, I'm talking about this match right now.
Oh, the match.
If anybody else who's watching in the chat want to have any comments, post down.
Oh yeah, right. The match was cool. Kind of predictable, but I'm not really mad at that. This is just getting us to WrestleMania. Mm-hmm. I have more questions as to where we going with WrestleMania now versus comparing it to y'all predictions. So
yeah, I really think tomorrow on Raw, because if anybody who's watching us right now wants to put in the chat what their theories for Bobby Lashley is going to be, feel free to put them down. I really feel as though that we're going to get the whole Bobby and Miz thing to main event tomorrow on Raw, and Bobby squashes the Miz. And Miz is like Mankind, that transitional champion, especially right now in the WrestleMania, because Drew knows healthy Drew, not distracted Drew, not tired Drew. A match with Miz is easy. Too much for the way you've been booking McIntyre. Please, that's no threat whatsoever. You get that back tonight or at Fastlane. But if the business side of it is like, yo, Bobby get a shot at this championship if he help you win it, then yeah, Bobby taking that championship easily. And then you have McIntyre and Bobby for the championship at Mania and have McIntyre win it in front of the crowd over Bobby. Now, some people may say, hey, what do they want to do? Have Bobby win it and then bring Brock Lesnar back and have a Lesnar versus Bobby match. Would I like that? Yes.
I gave up on that.
Once again, I gave up on that too. I'm just like, I don't think
when they had Brock run through the Royal Rumble and didn't bring out Bobby, I gave up on it.
Yeah.
Like it was cool seeing Keith Lee, but I wanted to see Bobby. I gave up on that. So
I mean, but once again, they are booking him hella scary right now. So
they are.
If Brock says I'll come back, I ain't championship bullshit and have like a Brock and Bobby thing, sure, why not?
Lesnar ain't got no mouthpiece though.
He don't, and you will want him to come back and see what's going on with Paul Heyman. So yeah, I don't think so. I think
he comes back as a silent face.
Brock Lesnar?
Yeah.
I wouldn't be mad at that.
Like this time, Lashley's the monster heel, and Brock is like I call him a silent face, more like how he was when he was feuding with Rollins, almost.
Okay.
I ain't mad at it.
I'm about to say I'm not mad at that at all. Actually, that's actually pretty cool. I'm saying if they do that, we can still get the Bobby and Brock match. I would love to see a Bobby and Brock match.
We all would.
I just like when Brock is the face for a change. I don't know. I just like it. It's a good feeling.
But if he's the face, he don't win though.
He don't got to. As long as he's there, putting people over. That's what he's there for. Putting people over.
Yeah. So that's he definitely don't win. I don't want to see him win.
He's putting this fresh up and coming 45-year-old over.
All right, so guys, what is our final grade for Elimination Chamber?
I give it a B minus. I really wasn't mad at this pay-per-view. Like aside from my sisters being in that time wasting tag match, I wasn't really mad at this pay-per-view.
How about you, Prime?
You know, I would give it a C just because it was regular.
Mm-hmm.
It could have been a regular Raw or something.
I'm giving it a C minus because one, just the stuff going into WrestleMania is just lazy. Especially the women's tag match was lazy. The Elimination Chamber, what this pay-per-view now was used to be like No Way Out. Where this is the stuff that you really help build into WrestleMania. Now I know we're in a pandemic. I know things got to be pushed forward, and they're probably going to use Fastlane as the more thing to do for WrestleMania. But me personally, I think it would have been the whole Fiend thing would have been better than Elimination Chamber. But I guess they can't tell a story for 2 months opposed to just one. And I'm like, you could tell a lot of stories that's going on in this night. You could have told good, such as the whole Cesaro thing with Roman Reigns. I think you could have told a story like that to build off something. You could have had Bianca and Sasha win the belts, and you had 2 months of build. March 3rd, Dakota and Raquel gets a title shot. You could put them in NXT. You could have started the riff right there, but you could have brought them back on NXT and bring some more eyes on that show, which nobody's watching right now. You know, you could have did that. The whole thing with the Fiend returning in the chamber, you could have did something along with that. Like I said, the only thing that I can hopefully see that comes out of this is the whole Bobby Lashley thing getting the championship. So that's what I can do. So I give it a C minus. So if anybody in the chat wants to post that, you know, how they felt about the pay-per-view or what would they grade it most likely, you know, you guys can post it down below and see.
Somebody said the Hurt Business is like, it's time to pay your dues, Miz. That's a fact.
That's what I'm saying.
Pay up. You know what it is? You done got in bed with the mafia. It's pay up.
Look, you don't use Lashley for free. You know what I'm saying? You don't get a Lashley beatdown, especially when he's on Hinge after just losing a United States Championship for free.
Mm-hmm.
You have got to pay that up somehow. So I guess the best way to pay it up is going to be on tomorrow on Raw, and he just take it off the Miz. Don't I can't say the Miz don't need it. I mean, he need all the help he can get. But that's what you say.
I was gonna say, imagine leaving the company and winning the World Championship in every other company you've been in, and come back to be a goofy tag wrestler.
Who, Riddle?
No, Morrison.
Oh, Morrison.
Oh.
Like, this man won. He left and won like every championship, and then came back, and now he's just a tag wrestler.
Especially from the Johnny. I forgot what was he in Lucha Underground?
Johnny Mundo
to Johnny Impact to all these days that he was. I was like, and then he comes back to go right back with the Miz, who sucks now. I'm sorry, the Miz is is a mid Carter at best, and right now him as the champion, even though it don't fit, he got a whole thing with Bad Bunny going on right now.
If he's in that bill, no.
And didn't he have a stare down with Damian Priest tonight also?
Yeah, I think he tried to beat up Bunny, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So this thing ain't over. Bobby will get that championship.
How much Bad Bunny paid his company to be here? Because they
I don't know. He was on SNL flexing with the belt.
Yeah, he definitely performed SNL with the belt. Definitely did.
Surprised ain't nobody. That's a missed opportunity, but all right.
That was a very
failed opportunity, like having Keenan Thompson go out there and grab the belt. That was good guy.
Or somebody, the way he was performing, he was like could have got rolled up easily.
He could have, but I don't know. He gonna hold it for a minute, I'm guessing. So, well, guys, that is our Elimination Chamber 2021 review. Make sure you guys stay tuned. The next review we have coming up is Fastlane, which is in about a month from now. Which next time will be live. I want everybody on here to join us for I want to make the WrestleMania reviews big. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to gain with between 20 to 50 viewers on our WrestleMania stream. I'm trying to get the party jumping and bringing more people to the party and stuff like that. So we're gonna spread the word about the live stream and make sure Saturday and Sunday, April 3rd and 4th, I believe it is for WrestleMania, that we gonna try to get this thing popping this year.
Let me make sure I request that day off.
Yeah, I said we still have a COVID, but I'm trying to have the party here in the live chat. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to make this thing, truly go. Had the comments that coming and everything. So make sure you guys.
We'll talk about it. We'll talk about behind the scenes. I was about to say I got some friends that also do a wrestling podcast. We could do a little tag team.
Oh, you know what? I'm with it. When it comes to WrestleMania, I'm all new stuff. And Brian got the major hookups. So you know what I'm saying? So
yeah, watch wrestling, though.
So I'm just saying, hey, look, man, anything we can do to try to make WrestleMania a big party, stuff like that. I appreciate everybody that came out tonight to watch us on the stream and stuff like that. Sorry we was a little late, but we'll be back for our next live stream when it comes to Fastlane. Oh, actually, AEW Revolution, because I'm actually going to check that out. It's March 7th.
Hey, Q.
What?
Can you hit the Q?
What?
Sting is gonna die.
Sting is. I'm trying to tell y'all he's gonna die.
Wait. Who's Sting go over?
Yo,
Brian
Sting I'm gonna tell you this. Sting is gonna be in a street fight.
They got Sting in a street fight.
He got powerbombed by Brian Cage.
That's Mickey James' husband, ain't it?
No, Brian Cage is Brock Jr.
Oh Lord.
They call him Lucha Lesnar.
Yeah, he got powerbombed.
That's this guy. Yeah, that's not her husband.
No, her husband is.
She married to Nick Aldis.
Yeah,
all right.
Well, I was like, they actually let him do that. So
I told y'all, still get murdered, y'all, man. Y'all can check out the Wednesday Night War, stuff like that. We talk more about that on our podcast. Hopefully, it'll be up tomorrow.
Sting still never mind, man.
Who knows? Why is Tully? I'm not gonna get into it.
If y'all want to hear more about
hot water, it's just his daughter.
No, Tully.
I know. I was saying I thought the Blanchards were in hot water, but it's just his daughter.
Just his daughter. Just his daughter.
Okay.
Tully.
What's up with Taz? I see Taz on his managerial type time. He not doing nothing.
Nah, he just. Look, man.
Okay. All right. Well, Wednesday Night War.
You got to check out the Wednesday Night War. So, guys, we're going to close it out of here. Now it's getting late and everything. Appreciate you guys for tuning in with us. So, once again, this is NCM Place We Chose from Mr. Indy. Not Deion Sanders in prime time.
All right, y'all. It's been real.
I hope she watching. And then also the man, the myth, the reality and revolutionary, Q Flow the rookie.
All right, man. Y'all take it easy. Wash your hands and wear a mask.
Yeah, they saying double up, so y'all might as well double up so we can do this thing a little bit quicker.
Y'all heard Nipsey, double up.
Double up. We'll go quick. AEW every week you hear it's Sting overdoing it. Yeah, he is. I try to tell you that's what happened.
He gonna overdo it next week too.
But they mad at go up. There she is. Look at what they got. But they mad at Goldberg coming back, man. Y'all so straight. Hey, all right, we out of here, man. Wednesday Night War.
Good night, y'all. Talk to you later.
I can't even see what she said. So.